Welcome students, welcome to our English classes. We have been discussing the lesson The Dear Departed. So now we are at the peak end of the first part. So we learned that Henry had given them a suggestion. So what was that suggestion? So we should put everything on the paper. We should discuss so what things ought to be shared between us, and first of all we have to list out everything on the paper. So slowly they started discussing on the things that remained in Abel's house. So slowly they came to the insurance amount. So Slater told them that her father had gone to the insurance company to pay the insurance premium. And Victoria on the other side telling them that he had not gone to the company to pay the premium. So when the company is on one side, this fellow went on the other side. So mom, he had not gone to the company. So like that Victoria is telling very definitely, very confidently about her grandfather, but nobody is there to listen the kids' words. But they started discussing on the insurance money. Especially Ben is showing much interest on the insurance premium. So okay, let it be. The gold watch may be given to Slater, but we have the insurance premium. At least we can get the insurance money. So Ben, anyhow there is his insurance money. Have you got the receipts for the premium he paid this morning? So Slater, you are telling that he had paid the insurance money in the morning. So do you have that receipts? So where are the receipts? So please give me. If you give those receipts, we can decide whether he had really paid it or not. So Mrs. Slater, I have not seen it. So I went him out to pay the premium. So I expected that he had paid the insurance premium. So right after coming to the house, I had not seen any receipt in his hand. So still, I am also doubtful about it. So Victoria jumps upon from the sofa and comes behind the table. So until then, Victoria was sitting in a sofa behind them. She is very intelligent girl. She is listening every bit of word of these elders. And slowly she came forward and she came to the table. Mother, I don't think Grandpa went to pay his insurance this morning. So I don't think that Grandpa had gone to the company to pay the insurance premium. So you may be thinking like that, but it may not be true. So I'm not sure about it. Mrs. Slater, he went out. Who are you to say? He went out. Victoria, don't indulge in these elders' words. You are a very small kid. So you don't know what happened and what is happening now. Mom, he didn't go to the insurance company. I'm sure about it. So he went out. Victoria, you don't know. Okay, Mom, but he did not go into the town. He went outside, you know. Okay, Mom, yes, you're right. Grandpa went out. But he didn't go to the town. So he met old Mr. Tattersall down the street and they went off past St. Philip's Church. So when the town is on the right side or on the left side, so definitely he had gone the other side of the town. So what you are thinking is wrong. He went out, but not to the town, but not to the company too. So the insurance company is in the town. But he didn't go on that side. He went on the other side. So he went to his old friend Mr. Tattersall down the street. And from there both of them went to St. Philip's Church. I don't know why he went there, but both of them went to St. Philip's Church. Ben, do you think he hasn't paid it? Was it overdue? Okay, then the problem is with you, Mr. Slater. So you are thinking that he had paid the insurance premium, but actually he had not paid it. Ben, so do you think he hasn't paid it? Yes. Was it overdue? Overdue means if you won't pay the thing properly, the things may get overdue. You should pay the entire amount all of a sudden. So Mrs. Slater, I should think it was overdue. So now, after listening to Victoria's words, I am also getting a doubt. So whether this fellow really paid the insurance amount or not. So it must be overdue. Mr. Ben, he might now not paid the insurance amount also. Okay. So I should think it was overdue. I'm not certain about it. Mrs. Jordan, something tells me he has not paid it. So this lady is always thinking about the future. So something, my sixth sense is telling me that he has not paid the insurance amount. Ben, the drunken old beggar. So this fellow started scolding that old fellow Abel. So the drunken old beggar. So until then, he praised his father-in-law like anything. So when they told him that he had paid the insurance amount, he said, "So what a nice man. So what a foresight he's having." So even Jordan also praised his father like anything. My father is very great. My father will always think about our future. He's a very generous person. Oh, my father-in-law is also a very great person. So he thought about his children's future. So previously they all praised him like anything. But all of a sudden, when they all came to know, when they all started doubting that he had not paid the insurance premium, all of a sudden Ben's voice also changed. So he started scolding him like old beggar, stupid, like that. So what he's here? So is it the relation we find between the people, between the family members? So what importance they are giving? They are giving importance only to the money. When he had paid the insurance premium, he became a very good person. When he had not paid it properly, he became a worst person in their mind. So that's the relation we find in the modern period. Mrs. Jordan. So he has done it on purpose just to annoy us. Annoy means to irritate, to make us anger. So he did it. He's doing everything just to annoy us, to make us angry, to irritate us, to provoke us. Mrs. Slater, after all I have done for him, having put up with him in the house these 3 years, it's nothing sort of swindling. So then Slater also joined her sister and telling that, so it is also a kind of cheating. So swindling means it is a kind of cheating. So textbook you can find out the meaning of swindling. Cheating somebody by property or money. So it is a kind of cheating. So after all, I kept him all these 3 years. I took care of him. Simply, I treated him like a small boy and provided everything for him. I provided all comforts when he is living in my house. So after all I have done for him, I did everything for this old man. So having to put up with him in the house, so I kept him in my house and provided all comforts for him. I kept him for 3 years. So what is the result of putting him in my house? Simply he cheated us. He cheated his own children. So what do you call it? It's a kind of cheating, swindling. Mrs. Jordan, I had to put up with him for 5 years. Oh, Slater, you kept him for 3 years. I should keep him in my house for other 5 years. So, last class I told you that these children, they started after their mother's death. They started sharing the burden of their father in their houses. So, they might have agreed to put their father for 5 years. So, you kept only for 3 years. But again, if this fellow is alive, I should put him for other 5 years in my house. So what are you talking, Slater? Okay. And you were trying to turn him over to us all the time. So what is that 5 years? Every time, even for a small cause also, you are always turning him to my house. So it is Slater's birthday. So father, you go and stay in Slater's house for for some more days. So it is Victoria's birthday. So you take every chance You take every chance and try to turn him, send him to my house every time. So for what here? It is only for the name's sake you are putting him for 5 years. But this fellow is staying in my house for more than 5 years. You understand that, Mrs. Jordan? So what things you are doing for my father? So I am also doing. I am only doing more for my father. No. You are mistaken. I am only doing more for my father. Like that, these two sisters started fighting with each other. So once again they revealed their own problem. So like that only they quarreled with each other and got separated. Once again on the same problem of property they started scolding or quarreling with each other. So I am only great. No, I am only great. I am the real daughter of my father. No, I am the real daughter. So if the property should come, that should come only for me. No, you are not eligible to get the property. Like that, once again they started scolding and shouting and barking like the mad dogs on the road. Henry. But we don't know for certain that he hasn't paid the premium. He has not paid the premium. So are you guaranteed about it? So we have not seen the receipts. So even for not seeing the receipts, can we come to conclusion that he had not paid it? So he might have paid the premium, but he might have kept the receipt somewhere in his room. So are you sure about it? So we are not certain till now whether he paid the premium or not. So first of all we should find it out. First of all we should find the reason of not paying or for paying the premium. So let us start searching for the receipts. If we find the receipts, we can conclude it. If we won't find the receipts, we can conclude that he had not paid it. So right now, there is no certainty about it. Mrs. Slater, Victoria, run upstairs and fetch that bunch of keys. So that is on your grandpa's dressing table. Hey Victoria, so all of a sudden, so to find out the receipt, so they are sure, they are certain that this great fellow or this old fellow will put everything in the bureau. Who is certain? Slater and Henry are certain about it. So all of a sudden, unknowingly, unconsciously, Slater got this idea. Hey Victoria, come here. Go to your grandfather's room and bring the bunch of keys. So bring the bureau keys. So go to your, run upstairs and fetch that bunch of keys that is on your grandpa's dressing table. Victoria, timidly, frightened, cowardly, in grandpa's room. So till now you all are talking about his death and you ask me to go to the dead person's room. So timidly means cowardly. So yes, go there. Victoria, I don't like to. So mother, I don't like to go there. So I don't like to go to grandpa's room. She is hesitating. Hesitating means whether to do it or not. So when you are not interested in doing something, simply we hesitate. So no, don't send me, mom, I won't go there. Like that, Victoria is trying to convince her mother, but Slater is a very tough lady. She is not getting convinced with this little girl's words. Mrs. Slater, don't talk so silly. Hey, Victoria, why you are talking like a fool? Why you are crazy? So don't talk silly. So there is no one who can hurt you. So who can hurt you? So will your grandfather hurt you? So that fellow is no more. So nobody is there to. We all are in the room. So who will come and hurt you? Who can come and scold you or beat you? No, don't worry about it. Simply you go there. This is my order. Go, Victoria. You go there and bring the bunch of keys. Victoria goes out reluctantly. Reluctantly means not in an interested manner. So generally after this corona period, students will come to school in reluctant manner, not interesting manner. So they try to escape from the school. So this girl is also not interested in going to her grandfather's room. So unwillingly, she went to her grandfather's room. We will see if he has locked the receipts up in the bureau. So let us say, so Victoria will bring the keys, will bring the keys. So after getting the keys, we shall verify whether this fellow had locked the receipts in the bureau or not. So don't you get any doubt about this? So the bureau is in Slatter's room. But why will the keys will be in the old fellow's room? So definitely this kind of doubts will come for Jordan. Okay, so we are getting these doubts. Can't Jordan get this type of doubts? Yes. Now Ben is getting this doubt. In where? So where are you trying to find out the receipts? So if it is if it is the old fellow's drawer, why should be here? Why should be the bureau in your room? So where you are trying to search for the receipts? So why that fellow will put those receipts in your bureau? Okay. So why the keys will be in that old fellow's room? So we are not finding any connection between your words. So we are not finding any links. So why you are sending Victoria to Abel's room to get the keys? So why will be the keys in Abel's room? Okay, I am getting some doubts. So in where? In this thing, he raises and examines it. So where? In this? So by pointing the bureau, this fellow is questioning Slater and Henry. Mrs. Jordan also raises. So when Ben got this doubt, so Jordan also got the same doubt. Hey, where did you pick that up? Amelia, picking up piece means stealing it. So where did you steal it up? Victoria, you are a great skillful person in picking up the things from others' rooms. So they both of them know each other's ability. So when Slater is a big cheater, Jordan is much bigger than Slater. So where did you pick it up, Slater? Amelia? So it's new since I was here. So after, it's looking so new. So after I was here. So I think when I'm here, this bureau is not here. I think you might have picked it up from somewhere after we left this house. They examine it closely. So there is no response from Slater and Henry said because they did a mistake. So when somebody had done a mistake, we won't get any answer from them. So both of them stood silently, and these two people, Ben and Jordan, started examining the bureau from all sides. Mrs. Slater, oh Henry picked it up one day. Oh, you are talking about this bureau. So already she did a mistake. So what was that mistake? So unknowingly she called Victoria to bring the keys from Grandpa's room. So actually she might have thought another idea of getting the keys. Okay, but she did a mistake. She was booked red-handedly by Ben and Jordan. I have forgotten. Henry had picked it up one day. Victoria returns very scared. So now Victoria returned from grandfather's room or Abel's room, and now she looks very scared, frightened. She closes the door after her. So she has not come down, but we can see Victoria on the top of the steps. And she was frightened. Just by seeing the face, we all can say that she has seen something and got frightened. So immediately after coming out of the room, she closed the door. Victoria, mother. So slowly she came down to her mother and talking with her. Mother. So we can see that shiveringness in her voice. Mother. So when children are afraid of something, so we can feel the shiver in their tone. Like that they talk with others. So this Victoria is also talking like that. Mother like that. Hey, what happened to you? So talks properly. Say properly what do you want to say. So both the parents are shouting at Victoria. What happened, Victoria? Why you are so afraid like that? Mother, she started like that. Mrs. Slater, what is it, child? Why are you so afraid? Have you seen anything? What happened to you? So why are you afraid of like that? Victoria, Grandpa is getting up. What happened? Grandpa is getting up. What? Everybody looked at Victoria in a different way. So as if she had gone mad. What? In a surprising way, in a shocked way, they looked at Victoria. Grandpa is getting up. Still Victoria is in the shocked position. Where Grandpa, what are you talking, child? What happened to you? Don't be crazy. Don't be fool. Don't talk foolishly. So what? Tell me clearly. Grandpa is getting up. Ben, what? Mrs. Slater, what do you say? So don't talk so silly, Victoria. So others laugh at you. No, mother, I'm not mistaken. Grandpa is getting up. So I'm not mistaken. So I have seen Grandpa getting up. Victoria, Grandpa is getting up. Mrs. Jordan, oh, that's crazy. Crazy means foolishness. Oh, that's crazy. So children, they behave like that. They see something and they think something. So she might have seen something in father's room and thinking that father is getting up. So it may be something. It may be a small curtain or small thing moving slightly. And this frightened girl thought that father is getting up from his bed. So children are like that. Children imagine. So children image like that. Children, they image the things like that. So Mrs. Jordan, oh, the children's crazy. Mrs. Slater, don't talk so silly. Don't you know your grandpa is dead? So you know you are also an educated girl. You are also an intelligent girl. You know everything. How can you expect a dead person to get up? So have you seen anywhere a dead person coming from his place? So why you are so crazy about it? Why you are behaving so foolishly? So your grandpa is dead. Can a dead person get up from his place? No, he is getting up, but she is very certain about it. No, he is getting up. I saw him. So my eyes can't cheat me. So I have seen Grandpa getting up from his bed. They are transfixed. Transfixed means they fixed like that. So they stood like statues, and amazement, with shock, with wonder, with amazement. They all shook, they all stood like that, like the statues. Victoria clings to Mrs. Slater. Clinging means to hold her hands together, just like a chain. So people generally put the hands with each other, and so this is called clinging. So like that they put each hand. So like that Victoria clings to Mrs. Slater. Suddenly Ben hissed, listen, listen. So this is attention. So when you want to give attention to others, or when you want to give attention to others' words or something, listen, like that we show or we instruct others. So Ben is also giving instructions to other members. Listen, be careful. We hear something from the upstairs. They look at the door. So everybody looks at the door. A slight chuckling is heard from upstairs. The door opens. So they heard a small chuckling means laughing quietly out of mild amusement or satisfaction. So it is a kind of amusement. So we hear a kind of chuckling. Like that we hear some voice. So we hear a low voice, a low laughing voice. So out of amusement. So generally small children, while observing or while watching the cartoon channels, they make some chucklings. Like that they laugh at each other while seeing the comedy scenes or something. So like that all the members heard that kind of sound from the upstairs. So after that, after listening to that verse, all the members observed the doors open. So revealing an old man. So after the doors are open, so now we can see an old man covered in a faded but gay dressing gown. So after some time we see an old man clad means covered in a faded but gay dressing gown. So we find a person dressed in a gown. So just like that, night gowns are like that. Some people, they wear that kind of dresses. So we find an old person coming out of the room in such a dress. He is in his stocking feet. So he simply wore the stockings, socks. And although over 70, he is vigorous and well colored. So this fellow is more than 70s. So recently we learned from Slater's and Jordan's words. He is more than 70, but still he is very energetic and he is a very colored person. So his bright, malicious eyes twinkled under his heavy, reddish, grey eyebrows. Grey eyebrows. So malicious eyes means, so what is the meaning of malicious? Means the thought of doing evil to others. So this is also one of the character of this old man. So till now we learned about the character of Slater, Jordan, Ben, Henry. So this fellow's character is also malicious. Malicious means the desire to do harm to others is called maliciousness. Malicious eyes twinkling under his heavy, thick, reddish grey eyebrows. So how are his eyebrows? Reddish grey eyebrows. How are his eyes? Malicious eyes. So we can see some type of crookedness in his eyes. So always he's trying to, so just by seeing the face we can think about, or we can expect about the other persons, because face is the index of our mind. By seeing our face, we can understand what is going on in your mind. So like that, just by seeing the face of this old man, we can also predict what this fellow and what his character is going to be. Reddish grey eyebrows. He is obviously either the old man able marry whether or else his ghost. Obviously means clearly. So after seeing that fellow, after seeing that old man, we all come to conclusion. So we means we the audience also, along with the characters on the dice. So we all feel or come to one conclusion: either this fellow must be able or his ghost. He must be either able or his ghost. If this fellow is alive, he must be able. If this fellow is dead, it must be the able's ghost or his spirit. So let us stop this lesson till here, and let us know what happened and whether this fellow is really a ghost or really the old fellow or not. We shall discuss in the next lesson. So until then, you go through the lesson and find out the difficult words and the important words given here, and try to enjoy the lesson as far as possible. So I hope you all are able to follow this lesson. So let us meet in the next class. Until then, have a fine day.